State Department has sworn in a career diplomat to be the new U.S. ambassador to Libya. Deborah Jones replaces Chris Stevens, who was killed during the Benghazi attack in September.
As a result of that incident, the State Department has beefed up training and security for employees traveling to high-risk areas. Margaret Brennan is at the State Department. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning to you, Charlie and to Nora. Well, terror threats against U.S. diplomatic posts are on the rise. So we traveled to a training facility in West Virginia to see some of the ways that the State Department is preparing diplomats. A lesson in car bombs is now a required course for diplomats like Charles Hornbostel, deploying to Afghanistan in July.
As all those parts and pieces are falling, and as we see the explosion, I want you to be thinking about what if that was you inside that vehicle, right?
He was taught how to drive his way out of an emergency and what to do if your armored vehicle gets flipped over in an explosion. Charles said he's weighed the risks and it's still worth going.
It's always been dangerous work. It's just, I think it's more visible now. We are operating in some hard places, but we have to be there. We have to get the job done. We have to get what we say outside the wire. We need to get outside the confines of the embassy compound, talk to people. Doing
that job is clearly more dangerous. There have been over 200 attacks on U.S. posts in the past 5 years. 2 high-profile incidents occurred in 2013, a suicide bombing at the U.S. Embassy in Turkey and the death of 25-year-old Ann Smedinghoff in an IED attack in Afghanistan. Mark Hipp is the head of training for diplomatic security. He says the threats abroad have dramatically changed.
There's flashpoints everywhere today. It's not the cocktail circuits of past. There's hardships, there's real danger out there, and it's a moral obligation to ensure that our people are prepared for those realities.
The attacks in Benghazi last fall killed 4 Americans, including U.S. Ambassador Chris Stevens. That led to a sweeping security overhaul by the State Department, which included hiring 150 additional diplomatic security agents, posting hundreds of Marine Guards at the most dangerous missions, and creating a new high-threat unit dedicated solely to those posts. They're now under 24-hour surveillance at this command center outside Washington. 9 months ago, there were 2 posts considered high threat. Today, there are more than 20.
We've centered so much on Benghazi, but Benghazi was a tragedy.
Deputy Assistant Secretary of State Bill Miller runs the new high-threat unit. The way in which Ambassador Stevens reportedly died due to smoke inhalation has become a key focus for Miller.
Fire as a weapon was one of the recommendations that we've paid attention to. We've spent $13 million that we're pushing out overseas to ensure that our personnel have the personal protective equipment and the training, those resources at post to help fight the fire as well as survive fires.
But some agents tell us they still do not have the resources to fix all of the security flaws that were highlighted in those Benghazi attacks.